Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's Quinton here and welcome to tutorial number 24. And in this tutorial I am going to talk to you guys about pseudo classes in CSS. And if you guys are wondering if the text or something looks different, it is actually, I've changed it a little bit. Basically, I started recording my screen at a higher resolution so I could try and have the videos available in 720p, and then the text was actually really small. It was like that, so I decided just to zoom in a little bit, and as you can see, it kind of makes things look a little bit more bold than they would actually normally be. Okay, so that's just why the writing would look different. Okay, so let's talk about pseudo classes. And a pseudo class in CSS is basically just there to give you guys a little bit more control over your styling. Okay, they're all built into CSS, so you can't go ahead and make your own pseudo class, but you can choose from a bunch of pre-made pseudo classes that I am going to show you guys, and I probably won't show you all of them, so you can go ahead and actually Google some of it and see if you can find out if there's anything that you need that is going to be useful over there. Okay, and one of the first pseudo classes that I want to show you guys is called first letter. So let's go ahead and actually make a few paragraphs here. I'm gonna go ahead and actually just type that out once, then I'm gonna put my cursor in front of the paragraph tags, push Ctrl D, and that duplicates it. So I'm gonna make 4 paragraphs, and I'm actually stealing this idea from my original tutorial on pseudo classes. So I'm gonna type the word you, and then only, and then I'm gonna get the next paragraph to say live, and the last paragraph is going to say once. So YOLO! And now we can go ahead and actually style the first letter of every single one of these paragraphs using a pseudo class, and then we'll be able to make the actual word YOLO stand out. So let's go ahead and do that. And the way you use a pseudo class is basically by selecting whichever element you want to change. So in this case it's going to be the P element, and then you have to append on or add on a little bit of extra information, which is the pseudo class that you are choosing to use. So like I said, there is one called first letter, so you're going to append on this colon, and then you're going to type first letter, and in fact it should be hyphenated just like that. So the first letter of every single one of our paragraphs, that's basically what that pseudo class is selecting. And now we can go ahead and just maybe change the color of that to let's go ahead and change it to blue, and we'll make the font weight bolded, so font weight bold, and we'll change the font size to something quite big. So let's just change the font size to maybe 20 pixels. Okay, so now when I go ahead and save this, and whoopsie, you can see I've been on YouTube. I go ahead and save that and just run this in Firefox. You can see I now have you only live once printed out, and I could probably just go in and zoom in to make that look a little bit the same size as the rest of the text. Okay, so that is the first letter pseudo class. We also have something called the first line pseudo class. So if I go back over to Notepad++, and let's just take all of that out over here and add in a new paragraph, and we're gonna have to make it quite long, so we'll just say the quick red fox jumped over the lazy brown dog's back, not bag. And I think I'm going to have to just duplicate this a few times just to make sure that it takes up quite a bit of space. Okay, cool. And that should be fine. So let's go over to Notepad++ again. I don't know how I changed to the browser, but anyways, Notepad++. And instead of working with the first letter class, let's work with the first line. And I think this is fine. I think we'll just keep the color blue, font weight bold, and the size of 20 pixels. And what this is going to do is change the entire font size, font weight, and color of our first line in the paragraph. So basically, you can see here we've got quite a few lines that are actually displaying, but only the first line of the paragraph, or the top line of the paragraph, has changed. Okay, and I guess if I made my browser narrower, anything that falls down to the next line changes back to black, that's cool. Okay, so that's pretty much all I have for you guys in this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Please feel free to leave a comment, like, or share the video. It's really going to help my channel grow, and I will see you guys next time.